Hello, I'm Rahul, and today I'm going to talk about a pathological need that a lot of people have. The need to control each and everything in their life. I think to a certain extent, it's perfectly fine to seek control. After all, we are human beings, we are conscious, and with that comes the responsibility to design our life. So to a certain extent, it's perfectly fine to seek control in life. However, the truth is that you cannot control each and every aspect of your life. There are things that are in your control and there are things that are out of your control. And people who fail to see this difference create a huge suffering in their life. How? By trying to control the uncontrollable. When you try to control the things that are not in your control, you just exhaust yourself. You don't find any solution. So let's try to find out that why do we seek control in our life? And secondly, how to differentiate between the things that are controllable and uncontrollable so that you invest your energy only in the things that are controllable and you don't waste your energy in fighting the inevitable, the uncontrollable. First of all, you need to understand that the need to control each and everything simply means that you're seeking some sort of a stability in your life. Life is essentially unpredictable. It is a chaos. And amidst this chaos, we need an order to survive. So order is the basic demand of survival. And everything that we are doing in our life is to create an order. We control at what time we are going to wake up. We control at what time we are going to leave for work. We control every aspect of our life, what time of the year we are going to go for a vacation. Now, knowing these things gives us a sense of control. And with that control, we feel a sense of stability. So seeking stability is perfectly fine up until this extent. Now when this desire for stability gets to an abnormal level, that's when we fail to tell the difference between controllable and uncontrollable. For example, let's take a very ordinary situation of life. Let's say that you're stuck in a traffic jam. Now being stuck in a traffic jam, you can have multiple responses. Either you can control the uncontrollable or you can control the controllable. In this scenario, uncontrollable is the movement of the traffic. If you will try to control the movement of the traffic, I know it sounds foolish, but this is usually a lot of people are doing when they are stuck in the traffic jam. They are shouting at other commuters. They are saying move left, move right, move fast. Now they are just trying to control the uncontrollable, and the end result is anxiety, anger, misery. In this same scenario, you can also try to control the controllable, which is you can have the choice what you're going to do in that traffic jam. You can listen to the music, you can listen to the audiobook, you can contemplate about something productive that you have to do later in the day. This is the optimum use of your energy. In life also, we should make the optimum use of our energy because life is also like a traffic jam. Certain things are in our control and certain things are out of our control. And the irony is that we are choosing to invest ourselves in the things that are out of our control. We are also screaming at the traffic, shouting at the traffic, becoming angry at the traffic in the ordinary situations of life. We are not choosing the response which is in our control. And that is the cause of the great misery in a lot of people. Just the other day, I came across these beautiful lines. Please listen to them. For every ailment under the sun, there is a remedy or there is none. If there be one, try to find it. If there be none, never mind it. Now this is exactly how life should be lived. In life there are problems, and to each problem there is a solution. Either the solution is controllable or uncontrollable. If it is controllable, then pursue it, find the solution. And if it is uncontrollable, then never mind it. The moment you are going to accept the uncontrollable, there will be a great release of energy because your brain is like a problem solving machine. It is constantly trying to solve each and everything that is there in your head. So it is very important to filter out the things that are not in your control. Otherwise, your brain will just go on spending its energy in finding a solution to a problem that is not in your hands. And that is what creates a great anxiety in us, a great habit of worrying in all of us. So I will give you a very simple practical tool to do this thing. First of all, I want you to understand this thing that life is a series of challenge. So we are constantly facing new difficulties, new challenges, and with every new difficulty and challenge, we have to constantly become aware of the limitations that we have got. So this is a practice that I want you to do every single week. Write down at least 10 things that are bothering you. Below that, write down your current response to a problem. Then evaluate further. What is the nature of your response? Are you trying to control the uncontrollable or are you trying to control the controllable? If it is the controllable, then it's perfectly fine. If it is uncontrollable, then don't mind it. Reject it right away. Every day make a commitment to yourself that I will let go of things that are not in my control. I will accept them. And this small practice will make you such a relaxed and composed person you have no idea right now. We are spending so much of our energy in trying to control the things that are not in our control, and we live at such an unconscious level that we are not even aware of it. So writing down your problems in order will make you aware of these things. And lastly, I just want to say that I don't mean that you have to become fatalistic. You don't have to accept each and every problem as the end result. Always try to influence the uncontrollable through the controllable. For example, let's say that you have a communication problem with your parents. They don't listen to you. They are really orthodox. They are close-minded. Now, in this scenario, the uncontrollable is the reaction of your parents. You cannot control their reaction. They have their own values, they have their own conditioning. They are trying to look at life through that. In that scenario, you have to accept their behavior. But at the same time, don't lose hope. Always try to influence the uncontrollable. Always try to create more and more context for right communication to happen. Create a healthy environment, a relaxed environment. Try to work on it. Find out at what time your parents are in a good mood, then go and talk about things to them. You have to deliberately do things that are in your control. You cannot control their behavior or reaction. So this is what I mean by doing things that are in your control. So I hope that you have clearly understood how we actually waste our mental energy in trying to influence the uncontrollable. And from now on, you are going to use this rational practice of writing down your response to the ongoing problems of life and always choosing the response which is controllable and accepting the uncontrollable. The moment we accept the uncontrollable, there is a great relief, a great release of energy because our mind stops working on the problem which is not in our control.